Hello everyone, so I'm back with Katawa Shoujo. Yeah, I was very happy that someone actually watched the video. So yeah, thank you. And also just wanted to say that I have been sick and I'm still getting better. So my voice is not that great right now. It's just that. But other than that, I thought we could just continue the story. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and grey plaster, assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wonder if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies. Too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this is my new school, in the back of my head it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kinda eerie. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. Makes me think about hospitals again. How they say the operation rooms are painted green because green is a common color. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Only after I stand in front of the haunted main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gates bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back. Even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous and with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door. A tall man with bad posture noticed me as I entered. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. You must be Nina Vicky? Nakao, Nakao, Nakai, Nakai. God damn it, I'm sorry for my pronunciation, I suck. So you are excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Moto. Welcome. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. The head nurse asks you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yeah. Afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. I get what you mean, my man. Thinking of that, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to your class? Why? Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure, I mean, isn't that normal? I hate introducing myself in front of the class. It makes me so anxious. But yeah, sure, we're gonna do that. Of course, but not everyone likes to be at the center of attention. Yeah, he gets it. Thank you. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Right, but it's no problem. Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3-3. Mutao opens the door and enters. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Hello? Thank you. Get a grip. This is a big step, I know that, but there isn't any point to worrying so much about it, at least not this soon. Here we have it, the class. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around. Partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmate. It's pretty spacious. Ceilings are usually high, and there's lots of space left over around and in between the desks. You don't look like that much space, but okay. An entire wall taken up by blackboards and high old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. God damn it, I'm sorry. I stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school, but then why would they be here? They're probably like me and have something wrong with them, only it's just not immediately obvious. Then I noticed that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb of her right hand. It's a little hearing. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through when they introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with with really long straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hand as if it will make her invisible. There is one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rim of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kind of cute. So is the sheer-looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her with the moment I walked in. Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hand and so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row who has only one hand. Cringe a little, but hide it by bowing thanks for the applause. For this applause I did not deserve. Are you supposed to clap when someone is new? I did not know that. But okay. Anyway, a collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So I'm Hisao Nakai, and after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I have to get along with everyone, even though I'm a new student. After that, I'm being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I end up saying nothing. And the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied even with that little I said, though. A few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. Could have gone worse. I listen to the teacher as he drones about, getting along with letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round with her one hand against her other wrist that ends in a bandage stump. Makes me feel a little bad. We're going to be doing some group work today, so I'll give you a chance to talk whatever. Is that okay with you? It's fine with me. That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She's the class representative. She can explain anything you might want to know, and who else would be able to do that better, right? How could I know? The teacher passes out today's assignments and announces that we will be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Oh, right. Hakamichi is right here. Shizune Hakamichi. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. Hey! I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. Ha 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 ha. I'm sorry, that laugh was a little weird. What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too. But I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi. Chi-chan. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. Looks like she has been staring at me this whole time. She nods once, nonchalantly, to show that she acknowledged my presence, but only barely. She has short, yet carefully, neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of her dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seems to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. Stop. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Akamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like you'll be able to talk to people and who better to explain things to you. I can see you're a little confused, right? But I understand why you would think I was Shishan. Shishan. Is that right? I'm trying. Shishan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an I'm sorry. I can't pronounce the word, god damn it. I tried, okay. She says it's nice to meet you too. Oh god. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shishan, of course is. If it wasn't, he would have been standing up there for no reason, right? He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today, so soon. He-chan, right? He-chan? Yup, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I never liked that nickname. I don't really see how. It fits! You look just like I imagined. Oh god. Yeah, you look just like a He-chan. He-chan. Is that how you say it? I'm trying my best, okay? I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Hikamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands apart. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. Chi-chan wants you to know that she's the class rep. So if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Misha stumbles with the hard word a bit, making it stick in her otherwise fluid translation. It's same. Thanks, that would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came straight to class today. I can't. Okay, sorry. I can't. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there. Not just with school either. Always. Even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Really, Jishan? I'm trying to make a special laugh for her, but I can't. It comes so terrible. Learn about where you're going. I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it half-assedly. But anyway, I don't say anything, and Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? Seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over in my seat. Both of them are smiling, But that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply. You look down. Are you okay? Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal. As much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed the test. Wow. I can't. I sound terrible. God damn it. Alright. And another thing. You don't have to call Shishan something so formal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call her Shishan. Haha, okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Chisune would be more appropriate. Yep, Chisune's fine. Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem to be so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. Especially about Chisune, who I assumed would be all business. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess. Huh? Oh, right. We haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now, or Shishan will get mad. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before end of class. That too! I can't. Fuck. I'm trying so hard. Shinsune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay? The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Still, we finished in a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish. Not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilt about that. The clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch! Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby, where I met Mutao down the bottom floor. Just like everything in the school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and all in modern in the contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open the courtyard towards the main gate. It's a cafeteria! Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great, until I realize that many of them are to accompany students who need special diets. How nice. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. Pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and point to Shizune. I don't understand the sign, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite. Do you want to know something? What? About anything. We're your guides, so you should ask if there's something. I wonder. I think I got everything I need to know. Ask about cheesiness, deafness. That's not very nice. Ask about the library. Yeah, he likes books, so. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives the kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again. There it is. It's in the second floor. We can show it to you sometime. Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. Yeah, secret girl stuff, of course. I quickly notices a conversation in sign is not enough to fill a silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. The dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk at the last row. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she was slowly turning into stone just for more presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with her students and finally the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's just as if my brain remembers how this is done. My body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. Maybe I've been feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Beside me, Misha and Shizune is having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hisham. We've got to hurry already, since there's a lot of work for us to do. You can't find your way around. You'll find your way around there, I'm sure of it. You can't, goddammit, I tried. Wait. The teacher said I have to see the nurse. Where do I get to? Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurse have their own building, so we have to go outside. We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallways as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamoku Foundation office and all the nurses' office. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? Don't be silly, Hishan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? I'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in hoping that this really will be only a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with text head nurse and a name. A voice from inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invited myself further in. The room is not large, and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils. Good enough. And there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lying on the desk. Hello there, what can I do for you today? He's young looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. You a nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Well, yes, I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by name or just a nurse like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes lighten up with revelation as he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're Dad, Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronicle, oh boy, arrhythmia. I try. And related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? Yeah, right. He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yeah. Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, so even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there is a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery. His joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at school. You'll get used to it. I'm not so sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now, let me just find your file again. Hello? Okay, thank you. Oh, did I just skip something? No, I didn't. Sorry. Alright then. While he searched for something from his computer, shuffled stacks of paper around and let my gaze wander around the room. The epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark grey laminated flooring, and all the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters hanging on all four walls reminded me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So, you already have medication for the arrhythmia. I try. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rest stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you refraining from doing that. At least for the time being. Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow. Really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by sudden Concussion to the chest area. There is no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I sidestepped the question acceptably and glanced at the over paper with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy so some exercise would do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming, maybe. There's a pool near. So I was told. You are? Very good. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before. You just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his fingers to empathize the point. No need really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risk. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good. That's it done. Come meet me if you ever need something. I think I will have to stop here. This was longer than I planned to make this. But if you watched the whole thing, then thank you. It really means a lot. Anyway, thank you for watching, and hope I'll see you around.